Nation, Sanbonan Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQB. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about Mfundo Tigazi. We're going to talk about, Zenan Zashmovic. We're also going to talk about Dorif Rosler, his injury, obviously, and then we're also going to touch on Emil Witboy, Naegam Fanawe to Bafetu, Unewa Bohloko. Now, I do not know where to start Bafetu, but obviously, wherever I start, it's fine. When I just make sure, Uti, you like the video and also you subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time, seeing Football Trends with QP, click on the bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you get notified. Now, should I start with Mfundo Tigazi? Okay, let me just start with Mfundo Tigazi. So, recently, Mazola Jemulefe has confirmed Mfundo Tigazi and 5 other players will be leaving Richards Bay. And according to him, he says Mfana is going to join, Richards Bay. I don't know with the other players which will never join Awopi, but there's something that happened. Kumbule, I've talked with you guys in terms of Mfundo Tigazi, wanting to play for Chiefs. Unfortunately, that is something that did not happen. I understand though. I understand probably management did not think or the coach did not think, no, we need this guy. But that was interest coming from his heart, which, I want to play for Kaizer Chiefs. So the only problem or the situation why Omchita could end up, going to Richards Bay is because obviously if there are no PSL teams interested in signing him, he has to make a plan with unless uzohlala a free agent, so probably he still wants to play. Already he has stayed without playing games, but I think last year August or somewhere around there. So it's been a while since they last played a game, and I think for sure Omjita wants to to prove his worth. He wants to make sure he goes all out in terms of performances and everything that we need to know about Mfundo Tigazi. And we talked about it and what do you think about Mfundo Tigazi joining Kaizer Chiefs? And you guys said no, he would be a good addition, probably Chinchana, with some of the other players. But Mina, these days I'm skeptical with the players that we sign. I think we need to sign quality players, only players who we know with Nagajani. They're going to give us much, not just going forward, but everything. We need goals. We need goals by too. We need defense, solid defense. So there's a lot. Okay, now let's move to Zenan Zashmovic by too. A centre forward, you could say, who plays for ITS Galaxy. And according to him, there's a statement. He said, obviously I'm not going to read everything because I want to keep this video as short as possible, but according to him, he says their club boss always we have a you know what, you guys can do your best and you can even go as far or wherever you want to go. And this is proof because we've seen Tigazi giving us a lot of players. We've signed a lot of players from ITS Galaxy, giving him Simango. We signed even Abofiakinchwar, even though he's not giving us what we want. But definitely Bafetu too. Utim Sugazi is not someone who stands in the players' ways. He believes Utumchita needs to perform at his best and give it his all. So looking at Zenan Zashmovic Bafetu, he was previously linked a few weeks ago. I'm sure he was linked with the move to the Glamour Boys. He said, this is an offer, we are offering you the striker Zenan Zashmovic. And Mangbega Bafetu record currently PSL Omchita is proving his worth because he has got about 12 goals and he has 3 assists this season. Obviously it's 12 goals across all competitions, not just Betway Premier League, but across all competition. Omchita is about 30 years of age, which might be a hindering factor if ever he was to sign with Kaizer Chiefs. But we did sign though a 30-year-old centre forward, which is Uteshrik Omari. So yeah, I'm skeptical Bafetu whether he was going to perform for us or not, because of someone who's going to be injury prone. Because most Bega Bafetu this season, especially the second half of the season, we do have a lot of injuries, but we do have a lot of injuries. Speaking of injuries, currently we have an injury with Dorif Rosler. They say his arm or a knee, I'm not too sure. I didn't want to get into the details, but it is something that is happening when it comes to Dorif Rosler. And now I'm asking myself, are we going to make sure we sign players who are going to be injury prone? Then if we keep Dorif Rosler, then Dylan Sonomons, we need to we need to take him out. We can't have both of those players, because I can say they give you pretty much the same thing, depending on Mamutuaba, because sometimes when Frosler is not performing very well, you will hear KZG supporters, no, we need to bring in Odelo and Solomons. And then sometimes when Solomons is not performing, we need to bring in Frosler. So it's always a problem in the process. We're always like this and trying to interchange when it comes to that right back position. So if ever we sign Kumbule, we were linked with Umfana Lapana Richards Bay, who currently, I don't know what is happening, but I knew Kaizer Chiefs were interested in signing the guy. And then Angelo, probably Imali, it was something, it was a stumbling block for Kaizer Chiefs, because Ukumbule, Kaizer Chiefs, this amount of, this player is worth this amount of cash, which sometimes I know can be ridiculous, sometimes it can be normal. I think sometimes, they do want to give us the players, but Nati, we tend to say, no, this must make business sense. So that is a problem. I don't think we're going to get anywhere if we still use this must make business sense. We need to sign players. If ever we need to sign a player, we make sure to sign that player. Doesn't matter which ones are. And if there's a sellout, the sell on clause, we need to activate the sell on clause and then simtenge. That's it. There's no need for us to see Elena so that we struggle. And then also for free to, let's jump quickly or end up in Mfana Emil with boy in Pelelo Petri. I have Emil with boy Naege Unewa Bohloko. I believe those guys, they are great players for free too. Don't take me wrong, but currently I don't think they're great for a senior level. If you look at the game that they played against Egypt Zolo, I watched the game, not too much. Like I said, Bafetu, I'm sorry about that, but like I was saying, I watched the game, yesterday, under 17s, I believe. So Emil with boy, I forgot the other name of the other player who was playing with them, Lapapambili. I believe Abachitaman, they were doing great for Fitch, especially with the team that they were up against, Egypt. Nabon, they did their best, when it comes to playing. Now, if you look at the combination, how they were playing and everything, we have to give credit to Velo Komalo Bafetu. He's doing exceptionally well when it comes to those young boys. Now, I heard a lot of people saying, no, we need to sign Unewa Bohloko, letting up go senior level. No, Bafetu. For me, I have to be honest. Abachita, they're great, they're doing wonders, but not much, not good senior level, especially not at Kaizer Chiefs currently. I know people are going to attack me in the comment section, but let me be honest with you, Bafetu. Environment last. I talked with you guys in terms of environment. If we bring in those players in an environment which is not stable, obviously we're going to kill their spirit. Look at Abomfundo whenever they're playing for, I'm under 23s in this Fananalezo. They make sure I'm under 20 or under 23s. I'm not too sure, but they make sure until they perform, because Lapo, they are playing in a good environment. They are playing with players. Okay, we can play very well with those players. So Tina, while we are still struggling like this, I don't think it's a good idea. If it's was stable, then obviously we'll try to introduce Mfana just to see Naya Konukjela with the senior team, so that we can get isn't this right. Look at Emil with boy Bafetu. He's a great player, don't take me wrong. He's a great player, but look at what is happening since he's been promoted, because I believe he was promoted, and look at what is happening. Is it Cape Town City? I think it's Cape Town City. Emil with boy Cape Town City. He got promoted, but let's be honest. Look at how he's playing, Bafetu. Yeah, definitely, he's playing for Cape Town City. He was promoted. I think he's a great player. He's a great player, but it's not something that we need to punish him, especially when a team is struggling. Look at his team struggling. Do you see him whenever they're playing? No, because it's him up with the environment. Safe. It's not stable. They need to make the environment stable before we can bring in, players, young players like Newa Bohloko, a lot of those young stars who we know with Nangajani, they can give us much. But if ever a combination here to the players that we currently have are not combining very well, I think I'm still gonna say maintain the effectivity. It's high time. If ever they feel like Kaizer Chiefs players are not performing, if ever they feel like no, those players are not delivering, it's high time we be serious. We need to be serious when it comes to players, because if we're not going to do that, then definitely we're still going to give them that I know Kaizer Chiefs player in treatment relax. So I think that is something that is making some of those players relax. We need pressure. We need to make sure that they know they're playing for a big team. This is Kaizer Chiefs. This is not a team where you come to learn. This is a team where you come to work and establish some of your great talents, even hidden talent. Not we want you to learn what to know. This is how you shoot at goal. This is how you guys play on the field. This is how you communicate. No, we need players span. If that is not the case, I think it's high time management took things matters very seriously. But you would know, you are not performing, you are not giving us what we want. We are very sorry, but we're gonna have to let you go. Was you would know, Kaizer just doesn't play. They fire. If you look at Betway Premiership so far, Maspega, the coaches, a lot of coaches have been fired. I think it's only Orlando Pirates. I don't even know how many teams abasalilo ilama coach laba baba sign at the beginning of the season, especially at the beginning of the season. I think it's about only 3 teams who are still having the same coaches that were there at the beginning of the season. If you check Mamelodi Sundowns, Chinchi where what a chop quick. You check other teams, chop, quick, like Adlalo Bafetu, they change coaches. So nothing, we need to make sure what those players, they know what they're in for. If you are born and I would know, I wanted to play for Chiefs, but I'm struggling, I'm not getting enough game time. Move out. Shy spacey for other players who gonna be able to do the job that you cannot do. But anyways, I think that is a story for another day. I believe I've given you everything that I wanted to give you in terms of my updates. I believe this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon with something new. Peace.